Hello Wizarding World, it's me, Draco. Today I'm going to be showing you some Harry Potter collection. First up, I'm going to start off with some of the vintage Harry Potter stuff. First is this vintage Ron Weasley plush toy. He's like soft body and a plastic head. This is the 2001 Ron. He is based off the book version of Ron, not the movie version. He's pretty old and I don't really think these are very easy to get hold of. I believe I got this from eBay several years back. You can see his robes are pretty detailed for the age. Apart from that, he's quite a basic plush. The head's nice. And yeah, that's the vintage Ron Weasley. Keeping with the vintage is the vintage Harry. Again, because I believe I got this from eBay, he's actually missing his glasses. Much like the Ron, he's pretty detailed for an old figure based on the book Harry, not the movie Harry. But it is still a Warner Brothers. I don't know if these are actually based on the video game, so we've got the vintage Harry 2001. Next is another vintage Harry Potter plush toy, and this is the Dobby, the vintage Dobby. I'm not sure how old this one is. It doesn't actually have a date on it, but he's a leathery sort of body with wire frame in him and fabric clothing. Very nicely detailed head. The reason I call him the vintage one, I'm not sure how old he is, and they've released a fully plush Dobby now, which you can get in the Warner Brothers Studio Tour and probably the Orlando Resort, the Wizarding World. Really, really well done on the head. The body I'm not that keen on, but I hate you, Dobby. I'm not sure how hard he is to find anymore, but again, another one. I believe I got this from eBay a long time ago. Next is a vintage, I'm not sure what this is. I'm not sure if there's actually a piece missing. There's a hole in the cauldron. This is again based on the book of Harry Potter. It's a little figurine, Harry making a potion, all plastic, Warner Brothers on the bottom. I believe this was from a charity shop. Really unsure if there was supposed to be something in there, but never seen another one of these around, not quite sure how rare they are. Next I have the vintage Harry Potter clock. The time is wrong on it. Unfortunately missing the Hufflepuff sticker. This, I believe again a charity shop find. It's got the sorting hat on the top. Harry sat in the center. Again, undated, but it is a Warner Brothers one. This has an alarm on it, and I believe to turn off the alarm you simply press the sorting hat. Next on the vintage Harry Potter is this. It is a Harry with a mandrake. And this is like a china pot. Again, based off the book version of Harry, because he's got the sneakers or the trainers if you're British. Harry does look a little odd. I'm not sure if this was meant to be with something. Again, I believe, again, either an eBay purchase a long time ago or a rare charity find. It's just a hollow with the Warner Brothers logo on the bottom. If anyone knows anything about this, if it came with anything, if it was from a set, please do let me know, but that's a nice little piece. Next on the vintage Harry Potter is this. It's a Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone Gringotts coin collection book. This again I believe was an eBay purchase a long time ago. 2001, this was when the movies were actually coming out, so this is definitely a movie piece of merchandise over the book. I do believe that they were giving coins that you would put in the Gringotts book. I've seen some of the coins on eBay. I'm not 100% sure if I have any. Next, I'm going to show you some things from the Warner Brothers Studio Tour. Some of these items I'm not aware you can even get anymore. First thing I have is this Clapboard, which I've not used. This cost, it was $9.95. It's just a clapperboard that you use a chalk on this one. Not 100% sure you can get these anymore, but that was from the Warner Brothers Studio Tour back when it pretty much opened. Next I have a Slytherin Tea Towel. This is another one from the Warner Brothers studio tour in London. Cost £9.95. Not sure if they still make these. It's like not the softest of fabrics, rather thin as well, but it does have the Warner Brothers studio tour tag on it. Of course I had to get Slytherin. Next is another Warner Brothers studio tour item, which is the Slytherin drawstring bag. This again costs £9.95 and is a few years old, so again not sure if you can actually get this one anymore. I don't think I'd use this personally. I find drawstrings, you can't carry a lot of things. It's your typical thin waterproof sort of fabric, but it's lovely, and again Slytherin. Next I have another, I believe this was either from the 9 3/4 in King's Cross. This is a keyring which has platform 9 3/4 on it, King's Cross, London. It's a rather heavy metal. Got this a few years back, possibly when it sort of first was open. I remember the first time Auntie Bellatrix was trying to get through to platform 9 3/4, and that was a good few years ago, because now you can't even get to that platform without a huge queue of muggles and wizards. Next I have another platform 9 3/4 item, which is a ticket. This is another official Warner Brothers. I'm not sure if they came in these little protective casing or if I put this in at a later stage, but it is basically a piece of card which says London to Hogwarts for one-way travel, platform 9 3/4, and it's just a novelty little item. Not quite sure how much this costs. Next is a few postcards from the Warner Brothers studio tour. I'm not sure, some of these are dated, so these were various trips, and we have a Slytherin one, a me Draco, a Severus Snape, Auntie Bellatrix, and the Hogwarts Castle. And on the back it's your typical postcard setup. These are probably some of the cheapest things you can get at the studio tour. Next is the Warner Brothers studio tour passport. I don't know if they still do these. What they would do, they would give out these to everyone at the beginning, and you would get to find these stamps. I've been given so many of these from my many trips to the Warner Brothers studio tour. Here we go, the stamp one. And it would press the detail into it. You would have to find a few around the studio tour, for I have about 4 of those. The next thing I have is some of the food related objects. The chocolate frog cards. You get these little cards when you buy a chocolate frog. The boxes. So this is the Helga Hufflepuff card, Rowena Ravenclaw card. Now I'm not sure if they've actually changed the designs of these, but they are a holographic sort of card. The Albus Dumbledore. I do believe I have another one lying around somewhere. So next I have the plastic cups from the Warner Brothers studio tour. I have the butterbeer ones. This was from the medium-sized butterbeer, and this was the tankard from the butterbeer. The official logos. This one actually says Whirly World Drinks. We have the Warner Brothers logo on there. So these, even the cups which you get your drink in, and then they have little taps where you can wash it out. You get to keep your cup, so you're paying for the drink, but you also get to keep the container. Next, I have a golden snitch. This was £11.95, and you can remove the snitch. The little wings move. The box itself is lovely. It does have a little stand to keep it in. But yeah, that's the golden snitch. On the subject of Quidditch, we also have, and I'm very annoyed with the box getting a little damage in storage, the quaffle. And again, official Quidditch. It's like a foam ball. This costs £16.95. But yeah, it's just a decent, probably screen accurate size of a quaffle. It's basically foam with detail pressed into it. Next we have a Warner Brothers studio tour Bellatrix Lestrange wanted poster photo frame. You can remove the photo, but I'm not going to remove Auntie Bellatrix. it does have all the little detail. It's like a hard, possibly a resin, and that's that. Last on the Warner Brothers Studio Tour items is this Dry Wizard cup. This cost $12.95. I'm not certain they have this anymore, but this was about 2014, and this, it's a bit bright, but you can see it lights up in blue. This is possibly one of my favourite things from the Warner Brothers Studio Tour. Very detailed, the light just, it sells it for me. Lastly, I'm going to show a few various items from various things. A Slytherin Band, unsure where this has come from, not very certain this is official, possibly from a convention I got this. It's just a green Slytherin wristband. Harry Potter button badges. These cost $3.99, possibly from a comic book store, official Warner Brothers again. But yeah, there's just a few badges. Ugh, a Gryffindor logo. Next we have the Primark set of Harry Potter socks. The colours, I believe they've actually updated these. The Gryffindor is alright, the Ravenclaw are alright, Hufflepuff are okay. I'm not even sure. Oh, that's just a house crest. The Slytherin right at the back. These were only £3. Lastly, I have this Kubrick figure. They had Harry, Ron, Hermione, Hagrid, Dumbledore, Voldemort and Snape, and inside this one is Dumbledore. Just a little figurine, rather similar to Lego, tiny little wand. Thought I would add this in. This is a little thank you for the Hogwarts in the Snow special event, but this was from an invite my sister got to see the Hogwarts in the Snow before the public, so that was a good little special event, and I thought I'd share this as it's something probably won't see very often. But that's it. That is my various things in my Harry Potter collection. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you would like to see more of this kind of thing, more Harry Potter collection. Choose from this list. And let me know in the comment which costume to wear from this list. Like, comment, subscribe.